Hello, wise soul. I'm Patience McGrane, and welcome to Patience in the Mourning, where I walk widows through grief in a world that keeps moving. If you're listening, chances are your partner has died. Maybe suddenly, maybe after a long illness, and the world has not felt safe or normal ever since. I am so sorry that you are enduring such a loss. If you're in the first couple of years after your love's death, I want you to hear this clearly. That you're not behind or missing out. You're not doing grief wrong. You are a woman trying to survive something that has changed absolutely everything. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. Today, I want to talk briefly about 5 things that widows report needing help with. And not everybody needs help with it, but often widows do. Then at the end, I'll guide you through a brief embodiment practice that you can do lying down, seated, or just standing somewhere in a safe environment. But to begin, I invite you to bring one palm to your heart. Maybe close your eyes if you're not driving a vehicle or operating anything. And just take a deep breath in through your nose, sending the breath into the belly, and then allowing the mouth to just be a little bit open and just. And then we'll repeat that 2 more times. So breathing in through the nose and imagine you're fogging the bathroom mirror. And last time, breathing in. Just allow yourself to listen and see what resonates with you this morning. So, the first out of the 5 is simple decision making. Now, we're not going to go into deep details about anything today. Everything here could use its own 1 hour or even a book, but simple decision making can be an area that widows struggle with, and sometimes not even realizing that they're struggling with it. So, decisions that used to be simple, like what to eat, when to do something, whether to go out, when to text or call, just taking initiative to coordinate or take care of something, they can feel huge and a little bit daunting, to be honest with you. Some things that you might notice are that, when making decisions about food, you find yourself staring into the fridge or the pantry and you just can't decide what to eat. You might go back and forth about whether to get rid of something, whether to move. Maybe you want to change jobs, change schools. And this can leave you feeling a little numbed out or confused. So another thing is that you might make decisions or decide that you just decide something and then second guess yourself. So there's some self-doubt can start to come in at this time about everything, and you might start feeling afraid to make the wrong decision. So now there's a reason for this. You are okay, and everything you're going through is normal. Grief is a full body stress response. Yes, stress kicks in when our love dies. We'll say our loved one dies because your love is still alive. So the grief, it affects the parts of the brain that handle your focus, your planning, and just weighing options, making those decisions. Your your brain is trying to adapt to a world where your person is no longer there, and that adaptation takes a lot of energy and attention. And unfortunately, that leaves less capacity for the 35,000 everyday decisions a human being makes. Yes, we make 35,000 decisions a day. So, if this is you, you might actually need some help with just having someone you trust sit with you while you decide one small or big thing at a time. You might need help with somebody maybe reminding you that it's okay to delay the big permanent decisions until you feel a little steadier, or just your life starts to feel some normalcy again, that you've also given yourself some time to grieve. I like to recommend at least 2 years, but it's different for everybody. So give yourself permission to simplify your life, to simplify so you are making fewer decisions. Simplify your routines. Repeat meals. It's okay to eat the same thing throughout the week. You could have the same breakfast every day. That's okay. Wearing the same easy clothing, even the same outfit. One thing I found that I did unconsciously was I wore black all the time, and I had no idea I was doing this until maybe 3 years later. I was looking at some photos and I recognized that first year and second year I wore, like in all my photos, I was wearing black. My gosh, that was really a surprise to me, because I like colors, but I had black, and I realized the reason why I had black was it was just so easy for me to match my black. it was I didn't have to think too much about it. So here's the reality. You've gone through and you're going through a big loss and many secondary losses, and you deserve support. I don't care who you are. You deserve some support, including with making decisions and asking for help from another widow maybe, or a close friend who you can trust, that's not trying to fix you, but understands you're going through a hard time and is going to be supportive. Sometimes we need help from an expert in the area that we need help with. And so remember, asking for help doesn't mean you can't make your own decisions, because you can. But it's recognizing that you're in a state that needs some extra help, or just needs some time, more time, before you have to make the decisions. Our mind isn't always clear or considerate of the future when we're grieving, especially in those first 2 years. So remember, seeking help is a sign of strength. It is not weakness. I don't care what you were taught in the past. Getting help, asking for help, and receiving it is strength. It is resilience. So the second area I'm going to talk about that widows can need some help with is remembering to care for your body. Remember, your body is what gets you from point A to point B. It is your temple, really. So we want to take care of it. But basic body care can be a little bit challenging when we're grieving and we feel we're just not, our life isn't the same. It just isn't. So you might forget to eat the regular meals, especially regular healthy meals. You might be a little bit low on the water consumption, maybe forgetting to drink water. Also sleep. Some people actually kind of forget to sleep, right? And especially at nighttime. Nighttime can be kind of really uncomfortable to sleep for some reason. And there's reasons. I don't want to say for some reason, but yes, there are reasons. But I know even with not with having a death come to, like, I've lost two brothers and I've lost my parents, but I lost the brothers when I was really young, my dad in my 30s, and I still had hard time sleeping at night. So to have your partner that you shared a bed with, that you shared your life, your children, with, to suddenly not have them there, I can really, yeah, it's very understandable why sleeping at night could be a problem. So the other thing you could need some help with is moving your body regularly. Like, we have to move our body. It's got to be cared for. That is just something that we have to do with our body. We need some help, and that's okay. I mean, these things are all things that, like, you just did okay before. Like, you just did them, and now it might be, you might be struggling with one of them. You might be struggling with all of them. Maybe you're not struggling with any of them, and that's okay. You don't have to be here. So there's also sometimes a griever or a widow goes the other way. They may overeat. You might oversleep or excessively exercise or, like, be overly busy. Now, this isn't because you don't know how to care for yourself. Like, none of these are anything to judge you over. There's no judgment here. Your body's in survival mode. It's just trying to figure out what the fudge happened and what do I do next? How do I deal with this? It just unfortunately comes with the territory of grief, and we need some help to help our nervous system, help our body, help our mind kind of get in alignment with each other. And it's working really hard to do it. So grief will potentially disrupt your sleep. It can disrupt your digestion, even when you're eating healthy. By the way, it can really disrupt. I'm going to bring one hand to the heart and then one hand to the lower belly, okay? Just let yourself kind of settle in. Maybe wiggle your toes a little. Notice the space between the toes. Start to notice how your body's feeling. Maybe closing the eyes or lowering the eyelids if you're not comfortable closing the eyes right now, but let them lower. Allow the shoulders to sink away from the ears. Let yourself get just 1% more comfortable. And no need to change anything right now, but just notice your breath. The jaw relax. Notice how you're breathing. Without any stories or judgments, just notice. And I invite you to begin to just notice, what do I need? What do I need right now? Don't get too deep into the answer or the question. It's okay if nothing comes up. Just asking. And I'm going to guide you through a little breathing. Just keeping the jaw relaxed and the mouth just slightly opened. And take a nice inhale through your nose. Sending the breath to the lower belly, but very gently. No pain or pressure here. And then on your exhale, very slowly, let the breath roll up towards the chest, and then it out the mouth. Just like we did in the beginning. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the exhale is a little bit longer. I'll breathe with you with that high. Ha. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Let's continue. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. Repeat. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Through the nose. Exhale the mouth. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Now allowing the mouth to close. Allowing the breath to return to neutral. Softening the body. Just noticing how you feel. Maybe bringing the hand over the belly and resting it right over the heart. Noticing how your heart is feeling in this moment. Just breathing at your natural breath. Returning to the question, what do I need? Just let whatever answer comes, just float by. Let it go. I invite you to just say out loud, I give myself the permission to grieve. I give myself the permission to receive help, love, whatever else I need. I give myself permission to heal. I give myself permission to take all the time that I need. Now bringing the palms together, just invite you to kind of rub the palms up and down, just noticing the sensation. To rub them, you might keep your eyes closed from now, or maybe opening them slowly. And they're open, just looking at the palms, slowing them down. So they're just come together in that prayer position. And just kind of bowing to your hands. And say the words, thank you. And then slowly releasing the hands, maybe the palms are up, and we can repeat this again. Thank you. And then letting the hands rest. So we're at the end, my loves, my wise souls. Here we are. So after your loved one dies, your partner dies, you might have recognized yourself in the 5 areas that I discussed today. With the decision making, caring for your body, handling others' expectations, parenting or reparenting, and longing for love and connection. So maybe you resonated with something, and I want you to know that nothing is wrong with you. Your brain and body are doing the best to survive a love that has been physically interrupted, not emotionally erased. Your love is still there. Your heart is doing its best to survive. And you deserve help. You deserve compassion. You deserve patience in the morning and patience with yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And I'm so sorry about your loss. This episode spoke to you, to your heart, and please subscribe and share it with another widow or someone who might be struggling quietly in their grief. I'm Patience McGrane, and this is Patience in the Mourning, where I walk widows through grief in a world that keeps moving. Until next time, wise souls, may you breathe. May you give yourself permission to grieve, permission to receive what you need. May you be well.